At the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor, and from there I moved to the State University of New York at Oswego, where I was the Learning Technologies librarian, which was kind of a similar job to the one that I do here. I taught students how to make movies, I did a lot of multimedia instruction, but Oswego is a small town, it's in the middle of nowhere, it's right on Lake Ontario. And I liked a lot of things about my job, but there were a lot of things that I kind of felt like I'd hit the limit of what I could do at that space. And right around that time, a job ad came out for the University of Tennessee Chattanooga looking for a studio librarian. And I read through it, and it almost said at the end, if you could be Emily Thompson from SUNY Oswego, that would be great too. And so I was just like, okay, I'm gonna apply. And so I applied for the job and came down for an interview, and they hired me. So that's how I ended up here. I ended up interim studio director because Bo Baker, the guy who came up with this whole place, got promoted over the summer, and so they're letting me run it for a year to see how we like it, whether I like it and whether they like it. So I got involved in the studio in December 2014. The actual studio, it opened in January 2015, so I started about a month before they opened. And I was brought in to kind of help teach classes and help figure out CERC stuff. When I say CERC stuff, I mean like how to check out all of the cameras and how to make sure we don't lose things. So that's how I got involved, and it just kind of came as part of the job. This is actually what I do for a living as my full-time job, and there's at least once a week where I wake up in the morning and go, seriously, I get paid for that? But yeah, seriously, I get paid for that. How do I typically help students in the studio every day? We have a multitude of ways that they can help. Either they can make an appointment, set up some time ahead separately, or they'll just come in and ask at the desk. And usually we get a lot of questions about, we have, I don't know, I think we have a good 20 different classes that are running various projects right now, everything from a 60-second introduction to themselves to a 60-second public service announcement to short documentaries. And then we've got a lot of InDesign and other graphic design projects happening. So they'll just come up to the desk and they'll ask questions, and they'll either get me, or they'll get our new librarian Wesley, or our full-time staff, Will or Jonah, or Agnes, who we share with the Writing Center. We're in the middle of kind of training up some students, and they're getting a little bit more confident, which is fun to see, but they can just come in and ask for help, which is really fun because there's nothing better than seeing what UTC students are up to. I really enjoy seeing where they're going to go with something, and a lot of times they'll be given a project, and then they'll just, the project's supposed to be here, and then they just go up there, which is really cool to watch.